Welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra, and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, the show that answers all your stock-related queries. In case you're here for the first time, well, the WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. This is where you can send me all the queries that you have regarding the stocks in your portfolio or onto your watch list as well. Don't forget to mention your name, location, and your contact details. Now, we can also give you an opportunity to speak to our guests live on the show and take a custom-made advice for yourself as well. Now, you can also log on to YouTube on our Business Today channel. Go on to the Daily Calls live section and go to the comment section there to send me your questions. I'll be happy to pick up some of those questions to address it to our guests as well. And before we welcome our guest on board, let me quickly look at how the markets are doing at this point in time. Well, if you look at the markets again today, the Nifty is flattish with 25,525 being the current levels right now. Again, it's a mixed trend when we talk about the sectors as well. While on the one hand, you have sectors like metals, energy doing very well in trade. You also have some weaknesses, say on the realty index that's down by 1.2%. But largely, most of the sectors have pulled up: autos, FMCG, IT, metals, pharma, PSU banks, even the kind of names that we are seeing within the healthcare pack, for instance, oil and gas, mid and small cap healthcare, even the mid cap IT names. These are all the sectors that are buzzing strongly. Within the broadest index, if you look, it's the maximum gains are being seen in the Nifty Mid Cap Select Index. That's up over 1% as well. So that's how the broad the theme is working. 25,612 right now on the Nifty also. So we've, after that initial dip, we've again seen some buying happening on the D Street as well. Several stocks that are on the move. We will be definitely looking at all those stocks too. And in fact, we will be also taking our viewers' queries as well today. But let me welcome our guest on board. Mr. Gaurav Sharma, Associate Vice President and Head of Research at Globe Capital, is joining in to share with us his views on the markets and to answer your queries. Warm welcome, Gaurav. Good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for taking the time out. I wanted to ask you, what's the fresh take on the markets? How are you looking at this fresh momentum? We are now at 25,600, about 2.8, 2.7% away from the all-time highs that we had hit last year of 26,277. Do you think that coming soon now?
Hi, Sakshi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all the viewers. Yes, it has been a good trading week for our traders. Nifty is currently trading at 2% higher in trade for the week. So it has been an overall nice trading week for us. We witnessed the weekly expiry. It was a phenomenal day of trade yesterday. Nifty is trying to continue on the similar path today as well, but it is as of now about 60 points higher. What we see is we are keeping a positive bias in hand. We see the markets heading towards 25,700, 25,800 levels. These are the immediate near-term resistances. So yes, they are trading close to their immediate resistances, while supports are placed around 25,200 spot levels. So the overall view is we maintain a buy on dips view on Nifty index at the point it is trading above 25,200 levels. Some of the sectors are doing really well, and they are all at a very good levels. Metals are zooming in trade. They are performing well on the news that US and China may anytime soon ink the trade deal, and so are the sentiments building in for India as well. That with the recent news highlights coming in from the Trump administration, that they are going to have a very good deal with India as well. So these are adding to the positive sentiments. Apart from this softening of the crude oil prices, what we have seen is 12-13% kind of a dip in this week in the crude oil prices. They are at a very comfortable rates now. So this is a healthy sign. Gold prices have also started softening up. This is again a healthy sign for Indian equities. So overall, the sentiment is pretty much positive. Therefore, we maintain a buy on dips approach here.
Okay, got that. Now, Gaurav, I wanted to also understand from you. We are now nearing the H1 end, just one more day to go. And thereafter, we'll be looking at how H2 will pan out. In terms of key themes, sectors, or stocks, are you looking at H2 FY26, and how would you play that?
We are bullish on the NBFC and PSU banking space. We continue to hold that kind of a view. We expect that these stocks will perform, and they even have the potential to outperform the broader markets. So stocks like Canara Bank, they are doing well. Shriram Finance, I've been mentioning from quite some time now, they are trading at lifetime highs. LIC Housing, PNB Housing are also, we are expecting them to pick up pace in the later half of the year. So that is what we are currently, looking at, and we are advising our clients to stick around with these pockets. The declining interest rate story is a huge positive. They will have a positive impact on the manufacturing sector as well. But here we are yet to finalize some attractive picks from that space.
Okay. Gaurav, we'll start off with taking some of your questions that our viewers are sending for you. We'll start off with the YouTube queries first. This one, the first query that we have is on NMDC. This is Somalia Biswas from Kolkata writing in. He says, I have 1,300 shares of NMDC Steel at 40.2 price. I want to know target of the stock. What is the outlook as well?
Yes, of course. NMDC, as we have said that, positivity will come in within the metal and mining space arising out of the smoothening of ties between US and China. This will have a positive impact on the Chinese economy when things come up well, and that will eventually have a positive impact on the Indian metal sector as they get a larger chunk of their revenue from China. So currently at 71, NMDC can be considered for fresh buying as well, keeping a medium-term view of about 4 to 6 months.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question, Shomalia. Next, the question is coming in from Annie. She's from Dubai, and she says, "Hi, my query is on KPIT Technologies. Should I consider this stock for the long term? I'm also interested in knowing about Deepak Nitrate, and will this stock also give good returns in the longest term?" So, Annie, the good thing is that you have 10, 15 years time frame that you want to give to the stock markets, and you are interested in some stocks within the IT pack. You're choosing KPIT Tech, and from the fertilizers chemicals pack, Deepak Nitrate is on your radar. Let's look at the prospects of both. For somebody who's looking at the absolute long term, what is the ideal way to look at it? Because currently we are seeing some headwinds for the IT space. KPIT itself has talked about, demand concerns, uncertainties, and of course, slowdown in the times of deal closures that they're seeing. We also saw some pressure over the last couple of days. But for somebody who has an absolute long term, like, 10, 15 years time frame, how should
In their case, when we talk about some kind of any kind of a mid cap stock and looking at for an investment horizon of 10 15 years, I think it is very important that first steps should be in place, that keeping a check on their at least every 3 months a revision must be done, looking at their performance, how has been their returns, what kind of sales, what kinds of revenues they are coming in. The corporate governance is also another important factor when we are looking at a stock investment for such a longer time. So I think there are a lot of factors, and sticking around with just one thing, I think will not serve the purpose. It is always better to diversify also. I always say that even diversification is required within a specific sector, and the entire portfolio as well.
Gaurav, if you can hear me, we will take the next query as well from our viewers. This one is from our WhatsApp. We are getting this question from Gul from Kerala. She wants to know about HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics, from the defense space. She has already purchased this stock at 3,543. She has a 1 to 2 year time frame and wants to know what exactly should be the future of this one.
She should not worry. about the recent dips that may come in. Rather, if she has some spare money left, she should utilize their any kind of dip from the current levels to accumulate more. From a 2 years perspective, this defense stock is a buy.
This is a buy. In case you have some more funds to deploy, use the dips to accumulate your position here. Don't worry, next 1 to 2 years, the outlook is positive on HAL. Next, let's take another question. This one is from Momita from Kolkata, again a WhatsApp viewer, says, I want to know about Hind Copper at 210. I already have this stock in my position and in my portfolio, in Bank of Baroda also at the same price, 210. So one from the metal pack and the other one from the PSU banking space. Should I hold or exit? That's the question.
Both are the the stocks in the flare, the sectors of the moment. They can stay invested in both these stocks.
Okay, let's take another one. This one is from Sham. He is from Andhra Pradesh. His query, he wants to know about, okay, we'll just pull up this stock, VPRPL. I think he's shared the code name there, Vishnu Prakash Arpungalia. That's the question. 164 is the current level. Do you track this stock at all? He already has a position at 262, so which means he's holding on losses right now. Any suggestion for him?
Can you just come up with the name again?
Vishnu Prakash R. Pungalia Limited. This is VPRPL. It's an
Well, India is at the cusp of a revolution when it comes to technology and, of course, implementing the tech. And who better than India's think tank Niti Aayog to talk about a newly released report on tech, where they'll be talking about how and what are the key findings of the Frontier Tech Report. And I'm joined by Ms. Devjani Ghosh, Distinguished Fellow at Niti Aayog. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us at Business Today, ma'am. First question: tell us about a brief about the report, ma'am. What does it entail? What are your key findings? I was going through it. There were some key issues that have been weeded out. Ghost accounts have been weeded out. So, what is that? Tell us about that, ma'am.
So, as we grow as a digital economy, the foundation on which the digital economy gets built is the data foundation, is the data layer. So that is the most important integral part of the digital economy. And if the data layer is weak, then you cannot build a very robust, effective, impactful digital economy. And this is a worldwide problem. This is not just an India problem. So in this quarter of the Niti Insights, what we have looked at is the entire data problem. Why does it exist? So, if you look at the data life cycle, from the time you generate data to how you store it, to how you use it, to its retirement, that entire life cycle, if you look at it, there are structural problems across, right? And what we've looked at is, one, understanding the issues. Why do they happen? I mean, simple thing, one simple example, incentive systems. Mostly in industry and in government, we incentivize for speed and we incentivize for scale. How much data can you collect and how fast? And when you do that, quality is an afterthought, right? So there are structural issues. We've identified those. And then we've looked at what is needed to build a culture of data excellence in the country, right? Because this is going to be our most important asset. And, it's with data, it's rubbish in, rubbish out. So if you feed in bad data, you're going to get flawed outcomes. So you have to improve the quality of your data to get the kind of results we want to get. So that's the focus of the report.
Ma'am, also we heard Secretary Mosby and CEO Niti Aayog also mentioning about the quality of the data. What steps do you think India has to take now to ensure, as you mentioned, that the quality of data that's been fed in is good, because the feed out data should be good. So how do we improve the feed in data?
Yeah. So I think this is first of all, we have to have the right data mindset. We have to move from checklists, dashboards to actually building a culture of data first mindset in the country, which is all about awareness. So this report is aimed to start the conversation, start the awareness about why quality matters and why in today's world it matters more than quantity, matters more than scale. So first stage is awareness. Second stage is there's a need for, almost you can call it, data fluency training. Both users as well as government or industry understanding what makes good quality data. what are the stages, what interventions are needed. So data fluency training is very, very important. And then the process, like we've called out, you need to have data accountability. So stewardships, you need to have the right incentive systems, you need to have the right processes in place. So that's, we've called out these interventions that are needed.
And also, do you think, ma'am, being the think tank of the government, do you think there are any policy interventions that need to be done, or probably, a budgetary support could be given? The government has actually, over the past few years, given some budgetary support for tech, but a dedicated unit, as I think the CEO Mosby or Mr. CEO was pointing out, there has to be a dedicated unit for in the ministries as well. So, is there any policy intervention that you think should be done?
Actually, this has to be an integral part of every department, every ministry, and every person's work, because everyone is dealing with data. Everyone is collecting data. Everyone is using data today for analysis. So this has to be sort of, universal across. And as MOSPI Secretary said, I think MOSPI is working with across ministries to build that stewardship or ownership or accountability in each department, which is very important. Another important step, as MOSPI Secretary said, is driving harmonization across departments, because otherwise we build silos and that becomes a huge problem. So these are steps. I mean, these are not easy fixes. They're not overnight fixes, because what we are talking about is a cultural shift. It's not just a process shift. So this takes time, but thankfully, I think we are all moving in the right direction.
Last question, the government and Mr. Piyush Goyal has always been mentioning about, tech disruptions in the country. Ma'am, when do we see our own artificial intelligence being built? We have our own chat.
Sorry for the technical glitch that we had to face, viewers. We are back and we've restarted our system, and we are back now to take all your queries. Gaurav is also with us to address all your questions as well. Gaurav, we've been discussing the viewers' queries as well, and we've been trying to understand, your own thoughts on certain stocks. Vishnu R. Pungalia was the stock that we were talking about. Do you track this stock at all? That's the question that came in from one of our viewers, Sham from Andhra Pradesh, and he wants to know what's the outlook on that one.
The stock is pretty weak. It is, trading completely sideways from quite some time now after a steep sell-off that was witnessed in, 6 months back. So the stock has not been able to cover up any of the lost ground. It is better that the viewer should consider reducing the position.
Okay, reduce your position, Sham. That's the idea that Gaurav really has on the stock. Does not look really good. The structure is weak. So probably you should be looking to reduce your position and look at alternatives. Next, let's take another question. This is from Gaurav from Agra. He says, मैम मेरे पास पावर ग्रिड के 2000 शेयर्स हैं, 300 की खरीद है, इसमें रुकूं या फिर निकल जाऊं? ये क्वेश्चन है पावर ग्रिड पर.
पावर ग्रेड बाय इट्स वेरी नेचर इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए अच्छा शेयर है, लेकिन अगर शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेडिंग के लिए कंसिडर कर रहे हैं देन आई थिंक 285 का स्टॉप लॉस उन्हें प्लेस करना चाहिए. अगर साल 2 साल का व्यू है तो यहाँ पावर ग्रेड बहुत अच्छे लेवल्स पे अवेलेबल है. ही कैन होल्ड ऑन टू हिज पोजीशन.
चलिए होल्ड ऑन कर सकते हैं, ये सलाह आपके लिए दी जा रही है. नेक्स्ट सत्यन फ्रॉम Satyan is joining in with his questions. He wants to know about two stocks. All right, so this is Aditya Birla Group stocks that he wants to know about. One is the fashion retail story that he wants to know about, and the other one is the lifestyle story as well. He wants to know about the group stocks as a whole. What is your outlook, and can he continue to hold on these two stocks for the next 12 to 15 odd months? The Aditya Birla Group stocks.
Aditya Birla fashion retail currently trading around 75. It is looking weak. The structure is pretty weak here. Although it is trading near its supports, but I don't see any sense holding on to the position when the Nifty is heading towards testing its lifetime highs again. A stock which is trading at its lows and not being able to recover even after when all the broader markets, all the sectors have recovered. So it is a clear underperformer. So it is better to stay away from it.
Okay, fair point. I hope this is helped you out in getting an understanding there. Lavish from Indore writes in. He says, sir, I want to know about Sun Flag Iron. I have a 6 months view. What is the horizon that I should be keeping here? And is the stock a good one for my portfolio?
Yes, being a middle space stocks, it is also performing in line with its peers. I still uphold a bullish view on this stock. If the viewer should keep a stop at 275, and he can hold on to his position and look for targets close to 320 to 330 zone in the coming few months.
Okay, got that. Taking the next one. This one is also from one of our WhatsApp viewers, Rahul Balve. He's from Pune and he writes in his question. Thanks, Rahul, for writing in. He says, on Finiotex Chemical, I already have this stock in my portfolio at 281. Right now, the stock is trading at 276. Codename FCL, in case you have not yet spotted that one. Gaurav, what exactly would your thoughts be on this one? He needs a short term target, so which means that he's only here for the short term.
Just give me a moment, please.
Absolutely. We can also just stretch the charts of this company and see how the stock has been performing last 3 months, last 6 months. Let's pull up those charts for our viewers to study in the interim. 3 months, it's been 16%, 17% of a rally. Especially from May onwards, it's been a one-way up move, and that's how it has got into momentum. But let's find out whether this momentum will bring it back to the erstwhile highs of last year that we saw from Finutex from the time they had also got into a consolidative zone. Gaurav.
Yes, Finotex currently trading around 277. Rightly said, the stock has posted a really smart up move in its recent past, and this also arises an element of caution here. And what we can see expect is some profit taking also. So I'll advise caution. It is better to take a stop at 245 and just hold on to the position.
Okay. Mr. Dasaradi writes in on our YouTube and he says, Hi Sakshi, how are you? I'm very well, Mr. Dasaradi. How are you? He says, It was my daughter's wedding. Over the last 20 days, I was away from the markets because I was preparing for the wedding and I couldn't ask my queries, and I'm back now. Well, many, many congratulations to you, to your daughter, and to the entire family from the team of Business Today Television, Mr. Dasaradi, for a very, very happy married life going forward and brilliant days ahead. Let's take your question. He has HDFC Life shares in his portfolio, Mr. Gaurav Sharma. He has 745 is the level at which he really bought this stock. We also recently saw the stock hitting highs, record highs as well. And now he wants to know what's the outlook on HDFC Life since currently it's at 805.
He should hold on to his position. Recently, it went past its previous highs and it is upholding the momentum. When we look at its past performance, say from past 6 months, year, or maybe longer than that, it has been a consistent performer. Within the life insurance space, it is a leader, and we expect that going forward, it will maintain uphold its position, and the positivity would continue. So, from an investments perspective, this is a hold.
From the investments perspective, this is a whole, Mr. Dasradi. Keep on having this stock in your portfolio at this point in time. That's the advice. Kamlesh Narkheli writes in, says, Hi Sakshi, I want to know about Salzer Electronics. लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए क्या ये स्टॉक बाय करना चाहिए, और अगर करना चाहिए तो कौन से लेवल पर इसमें बाय करना चाहिए? Salzer Electronics is the question.
Sashi, I'm afraid I won't be able to comment as we don't track this stock.
Okay, we'll take this question with another guest of ours, Kamleshi. Hold on now with that question with yourself. Let's take the next one. This one is from Arun Kumar Gupta. He says, Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you as well, Mr. Gupta. He says, I'm holding Reliance Industries shares at the rate of 1278. I want to know whether I should partially book my profit or should I continue to hold on my position? I would really love to get the advice of Mr. Gaurav Sharma. Well, for sure, Gaurav is going to be advising you on that one. And I'm glad that you have reached out to follow him on the channel as well. Gaurav, your advice on Reliance, it's now at 1517. Couldn't have asked for more after such a long time. And after that, it's been a one-way up move.
Well, absolutely. First of all, congratulations to the viewer for making such a prudent decision and picking such a good stock at such a wise price. I see the stock further heading towards 1550 and thereafter 1600 levels in the immediate year term. That is in the month of July itself. This is possible. So it clearly depends on for how long is the viewer willing to hold on to the stock. If it is a trading position, maintain a trailing stop loss at on closing basis at 1460 for now, and keep revising the stop upwards with every rise. If the position is for a longer term, maybe for a year or more, then he should simply go on holding the position and utilize dips to add more if he is left with some spare cash with it.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next question. This one is from Sai Kiran, and he wants to know from you, Gaurav, on Samvardhan Motherson. And he wants to know only for the month of July, what's the outlook? So, only for a month perspective, he is looking at this stock.
That's a very precise kind of a question. Yes, Motherson Sumi is trading just above the confluence zone of its short, medium, and long-term averages, which provides an immediate support for this stock. So, yes, looking at a 1 month perspective, first the stop loss should be placed at 144, 144 on a closing basis, and one should look for targets close to 165, 170 in a month's time. So one can hold on to the position. For a buying position, he can consider buying around 155, 156 range.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question, Sai Kiran. Let's take the next one. This one is from Sri Hari Krishna. He's from Hyderabad and wants to know about two stocks. One is JK Lakshmi Cement, and he already has a position in his portfolio at the rate of 840. NBCC is another one which he has in his portfolio at 106. And the question is, can I hold on or should I book my profit? Okay, we'll definitely get you an advice on that one. From the cement space, which has just again started to buzz again, we are seeing smart moves on JK Lakshmi, 3.5% higher. The day's high move also today at 867. So he's sitting on profits right now. 840 was his purchase price. Here, what's your call, Gaurav?
He can hold on both the position. Both the stocks are looking upbeat on charts. If he wish to diversify a bit, then ACC is available at very attractive rates, very attractive valuations. So I expect that in coming quarters, ACC can outshine the cement pack. So he can, if he wish, he can even diversify within the cement pack.
Okay, let's take the next one. This one is NBCC. Any suggestion on this one? 106 was the purchase price.
Yes, first, if it is a trading position, then take a stop at 112. I'll advise him to hold on to the position. The immediate target is close to 132. If that is taken out, 138 and 140 zone would be seen in the following week's time.
Okay, got that. Let's take another question. This one is from our viewer Ankur Modi, and I think the perfect question that he asks just at the right time before we have to let you go, sir. And this one is Ankur asking, sir, how are you doing? I want to know about a few stocks that could be long-term multi-bagger ideas. What can you suggest?
I'm very well, Uncle. Thank you. The $1 million question comes in very sweetly, and I think either Sakshi, you or the viewers keep this question, tightly being the last one. So
Yes.
I think Suzlon is one stock that can be considered and can become a multi-bagger from here. It is coming up to be a complete turnaround story. It is available at a good attractive rate. Reversal formations are there. The company has posted very, very, very fine quarterly numbers. The guidance came in very smartly. So I think in the next couple of years, this particular stock can be a turnaround story.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question, Ankur, and all the viewers who have been looking forward and waiting patiently to hear from Gauravji on his choice of stock. Gauravji, thank you so much for being with us on the program. It's always good to have you with us to guide all our viewers, and we'll hope to have you soon again on another edition of Daily Calls.
Certainly, Sakshi. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. 25,625. So the market momentum is strong. We are holding near the day's high point, and we have a strong momentum across the board that we are seeing right now. Of course, we'll be waiting by to welcome Kiran Chani, Head of Technical Research at Genum Broking, who will be joining in shortly to answer the rest of your questions again. But let's quickly look at how the markets are also shaping up at this point in time. Well, we are looking at the markets inching higher, 0.3% up across the board, various sectors that are supporting the sentiments. I think barring the realty index, rest all of the sectors are still up and about. Yes, Kiran is now with us. Hi, Kiran. Warm welcome. Good afternoon to you. How are you looking at the stocks and the markets right now? What is the opportunity that it's presenting to you?
Uh, Very good morning, everyone. So yesterday, when we discussed in the morning about, Wednesday, when we discussed about the market, that the market is at very good juncture and one can go long. We were expecting the expiry somewhere around 25,200 to 25,000. Somehow, yesterday we have seen a smart rally comes and market sustain above 25,200, and the maximum open interest were somewhere around 25,200 only. So short covering led market to close somewhere around 20,000, 25,500. Now today, since morning, we can see market is continuously trading into the height of higher bottom pattern, and the main thing is that the large gap. If you remember, on Wednesday we give a buy call on Reliance somewhere around 1450, and from that level Reliance now it is 1520. It is outperforming to the market and helping market to keep in height of high bottom pattern. But now looking at the intraday chart pattern, the most of the indicators are in overbought zone. So at current market price, we are not suggesting to go long. Definitely, you keep your trades, you keep a strict stop loss and hold your particular trades. We are also not expecting to go short also. You can book some profit and wait for another opportunity. So buy on dips would be the strategy. If you look at index perspective, we are expecting market to retrace its previous resistance level somewhere around 25,300 to 25,400. Those are the level where if market retrace, we can go long with the strict stop loss below 25,100. And again, we are expecting price target of 25,700, 800 for next week. Bank Nifty has given a fresh breakout about 57,000. So here, if anyone wants to go long, they can go long, but not at current market price, of course. Any dips toward 57,000 to 56,800 would be the buy price. Keep a strict stop loss below 56,500, and we are expecting price target of 58,000. So both indices, buy on dips would be the strategy. And stocks per se, Reliance has been moved. So you can look for the IT. Today, IT is not performing, but there are chances IT will perform very good. So IT is on our radar. Selective stocks like Infosys, Wipro, Persistent, and Birla Soft. Those are the stocks where we are keeping our eyes, and investor also keep their eyes. They can buy these particular stocks.
Okay, fair point. I hope everybody has noted that down as terms of the strategy that you must be adopting in the markets now. Kiran, we have a lot of questions coming in from our viewers, so we'll start diving in into those questions. The question we have is from Muthu Palani. He's from Chennai. He says, I have 4,500 shares of KCP Limited at the rate of 200, and I want to accumulate more for the long term. So what's your view? Can he go ahead and accumulate more stocks of KCP at the current levels, bought initially at 200 levels?
Which stocks? KPC, okay. KCP.
KCP Limited.
Correct. So if you look at the KCP price chart, the stock price is trading into the falling channel only, and also it is trading below its all important moving averages. So it is not suggestible to go long at particular price point. Definitely, if stock price closes above 220 level, then you can expect some price recovery for sure. But as of now, there is no requirement to go long at current market price. Keep a strict stop loss if you are holding any particular stock of 190. If 190 is not broken down and 220 is crossed, then you can expect some fire rally on this particular stock. So fresh buying about 220 only. As of now, you can hold this particular stock with a strict stop loss of 190.
Okay, got that. Let's take another question, and this one is from one of our viewers. He's from Bengaluru that we have one question, and this one is from Moria. The question is on Bharti Airtel for July series. The question is that he has 2020 call option. Should he hold or exit? That's the question that he's coming up with. Bharti Airtel has hit fresh record highs in yesterday's trading session, continues to hover above 2,000 odd levels, which they hit for the first time yesterday as well. Your suggestion 2020 की कॉल ऑप्शन ली हुआ है इन्होंने और जुलाई सीरीज के लिए आपसे आउटलुक जानना चाहते हैं.
See, considering as I mentioned के मार्केट के जितने भी मोमेंटम इंडिकेटर है वो एक ओवरबॉट जोन के अंदर है, तो देयर आर चांसेस के मार्केट में एक रिकवरी, एक थोड़ा रिट्रेसमेंट आ सकता है, और उन्होंने कॉल ऑप्शंस लिया है कॉल ऑप्शंस में
Correct.
जनरली अगर टाइम चला जाता है और मार्केट में मूवमेंट नहीं आती है तो थोड़ा मतलब उनको नुकसान हो सकता है। सो इट इज बेटर आपने 220 का कॉल लिया हुआ है, आप होल्ड रख सकते हो फरवरी मंथ के हिसाब से, क्योंकि ओवरऑल चार्ट पैटर्न काफी अच्छा है और चार्ट के हिसाब से 2050 2060 तक का टारगेट भी हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं, कर रहे हैं। सो दे आप होल्ड रख सकते हो ये पर्टिकुलर, और लेकिन सजेशन ये रहेगा कि ऊपर में आप एक कॉल राइट भी कर लीजिए, जिससे इसको डेबिट स्प्रेड कहते हैं। जिससे होगा क्या कि आपके जो भी आपने प्रीमियम लिया है उसमें से थोड़ा बहुत प्रीमियम आप सेल करके रिकवर कर सकते हो। लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आप भारतीय एयरटेल का जुलाई मंथ की बात करें तो 20 के मल्टीपल में है। आई एक्सपेक्ट कि उन्होंने 40 या 35 रुपए के बीच में 2020 का कॉल बाई किया होगा। और जिस तरह से चार्ट पैटर्न हम देख रहे हैं ऊपर में कहीं ना कहीं 2060 तक का लेवल देखने को हमें मिल सकता है। तो 2060 का जो कॉल है वो 24 रुपए में सेल हो सकता है। तो आपने 35 या 40 रुपीज में आपने खरीदा है, और नीचे में अगर आप कोई चीज 24 रुपीज में बेच रहे हो, सो इट्स अ वेरी गुड स्प्रेड। आप 16 रुपए का रिस्क ले रहे हो और ऊपर में आपको मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट 34 रुपीज का हो सकता है। तो मेरे हिसाब से ये आपको करना चाहिए, ऊपर में आप होल्ड रखिए और ऊपर में 2060 का कॉल बेच दीजिए।
ठीक है. Let's take another question now. This one is from one of our viewers, Mohit from Ludhiana. Hi Mohit, how are you? He says, I have 500 shares of SAIL, that's Steel Authority of India, at 104. My time horizon is 3 years. What should I do? Finally, we're seeing metal stocks also shine bright 2 days in a row, and they have been the top moving sectors as well. What would you really say on SAIL, Steel Authority of India, today?
Right. So if you look at the Nifty Metal has given a breakout from its falling channel number one. It has also created inverted head and shoulder pattern on daily price side, and now it is moving on height of high bottom pattern. Unless Nifty Metal is not breaking down below 90-200 level, then you can expect all metal stocks to go upswing. So this is a holistically view for the Nifty Metal, as the viewers is wanted to hold for the next 3 years. Now coming to the sale, if you look at the long term chart like weekly and monthly, here you can see inverted head and shoulder pattern, and based on this price pattern you have to keep a stop loss below 120. So if you are okay to keep a stop loss below 120, you can hold this particular stock and you can expect price target of 165, and once the 165 is crossed, you can expect more firework also. So overall, yes, definitely you can hold this particular stock.
Okay, taking the next one. This one is from our YouTube. Nancy writes in, says, good afternoon. I have seen that there are enormous green candles on Shriram Properties. I want to know what is the reason for it. I already have this stock at 101. What is the short term target, sir, on this Shriram Properties that I can have?
Sriram Properties, if you look at the price chart, the overall stocks is very good. Previously, we were holding this particular stock also in our portfolio. Currently, if you
Okay.
look at its monthly and daily, weekly and daily price chart, it has a formation of a rounding bottom pattern, or you can consider as a cup and handle pattern. Also, stock price is trading above its 200 days moving average. So one can go long at current market price of with the stop loss of 90 rupees. If stock price crosses 105, then you can expect price target of 125, 140 also. So yes, definitely you can hold this particular stock with the stop loss of 90 rupees.
ठीक है. नेक्स्ट लेते हैं हम क्वेश्चन. हमारे पास जो सवाल आया है यूट्यूब के जरिए, अश्विनी डी राव का है, और ये पूछना चाहते हैं ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स एंड रेक्टिफायर्स इंडिया के बारे में. ये स्टॉक कैसा लगता है आपको, एंड व्हाट इज द बाइंग रेट इफ यू वुड रेकमेंड इट?
कौन से स्टॉक्स के बारे में उन्होंने पूछा है?
ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स एंड रेक्टिफायर्स इंडिया.
Sorry, I'm not able to collect.
Okay, we'll try to help you out with the kind of chart price or the code price that we can get on this one. Transformers and Rectifiers India, you can find by the name TARIL on NSE, currently at 490 levels. 0.6% of an uptick
Okay,
can be seen on this one.
perfect, perfect. So the symbol is trend. Okay, so if you look at the transformer stock price, the currently is trading at 490 rupees. Stock price is above its 100 and 200 is moving average. If you look at the daily price chart, stock price is trading into the falling channel only. And the momentum indicator was into the bearish zone, now it is into the neutral zone. So the bearishness is a little bit wiped out, but we cannot assure you that we can go long at particular at price point. But yes, if you are holding this particular stock, hold with the strict stop loss of 470. If 470 is broken down again, then we can expect some price correction again on this particular stock. So as of now, you can hold this particular stock with 470, avoid fresh buying.
Avoid fresh buying. That's the view. Okay, let's take another one. This one is from Vinita Gupta. Says, "Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you also, Vinita. The question is, could you, sir, please suggest a short-term target on SW Solar and Adani Power? Both these stocks, SW Solar from the renewable energy basket and Adani Power, which has both the mainstream as well as some renewable energy aspect as well."
So SW Solar, traditionally it is on the falling channel only. From May 2024, stock price made a high of 900, and from that level, stock price has made a bottom of 200 to level. Now from 200 level, it has formed a rounding bottom pattern, and you can also consider ascending triangle pattern. Stock price is trying to sustain above its 20, 50 and 100 days moving average. Considering the ascending triangle pattern breakout, you can go long at particular price at current market price definitely. Keep a strict stop loss below 280. If 280 is not broken down, then you can expect some some price rise towards 400 also. So risk reward ratio is very good. You can definitely go long at current market price with the stop loss of 280.
Okay, got it. Next, we have a question from Satya. He says, on the specialty chemicals, I want to know Shivalik Rasayan. How do you see this stock? Is it the right time to accumulate Shivalik Rasayan?
If you look at the Shivalik Rasayan price chart, the stock price is corrected from 850 level to 520 level. So stock price is trading below its all important moving averages and volume are not that good. So honestly, if you are holding this particular stock, you can hold with the strict stop loss of 500 rupees, because we can see 4 time stock price is reversed from 500 level. If this time also 500 level is hold, then you can expect some recovery on this particular stock. But if 500 is broken down, then you can expect some more price correction. So as of now, you can go long at current, you can hold this particular stock, avoid going long on this particular stock. If you are holding, hold with the 500 rupees stop loss. And if you want to play chemical theme, then SRF would be the best price, best stock to go long, because a continuous pattern breakout is there on daily price chart, ascending triangle pattern. So definitely SRF look very good at current market price if anyone wants to play a chemical theme.
Okay, fair point. Let's take another question then. We will take this question from one of our viewers. This is Ankur Modi. He says, "Hi, sir. Can you give your views on KEC International?"
Okay, if you look at the KEC International, the stock price was into the bullish territory only. After that, we have seen a steep correction. Now again from 650 level, it has created a double bottom pattern, and now stock price is also trading above its 200 days moving average. So overall multiple chart pattern breakout we can see. So with the stop loss below 840, you can hold this particular stock. Anyone wants to buy on dips with the strict stop loss of 840, and we can expect at least price target of somewhere around 1000 in near term. So definitely you can hold this particular stock.
Hold this stock. Next, we have this question from B.R. Bhatia. He's from New Delhi. Hi, sir. The question is on IDFC First Bank. At the rate of 88, he has been holding since a very long time and wants to know what is the outlook on IDFC Bank and what strategy should he adopt now on the stock, since it's been a really long time since he's been holding on to this stock, and right now it's at 73 odd levels.
So if you look at the IDFC First chart, First Bank chart price, stock price is rebound from 52 level. Now it is at 73 level. It has given a breakout from its steep falling trend line. Also, stock price is trading above its all important moving averages like 20, 100, 50. Overall chart pattern is very strong. Definitely one can hold this particular stock. Any dips towards 69, 68 would be the accumulation zone. Keep a strict stop loss below 65. And if 65 is not broken down, then you can expect price target of 85, 87 in short time. And this short time you can consider at least 3 to 6 months. So if you're okay to hold 3 to 6 months, definitely you can expect price target 85 plus.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question. Next, we have Abhi Kapoor. He's from Lucknow. He says, "Could you, ma'am, please get me a short as well as a long-term view on Geo Finance and also L&T Finance? Good stocks to be discussing because the space is in momentum and Geo Finance, after a long haul, has started to move also pretty strong." Let's find out from Kiran how is he looking at the stock. Look at the rally today as well. Geo Finance is now at 325, 4.2% higher. I think those who held it from the time the company got listed, they have been holding from last 6 8 months without any substantial move on the stock at all. In just the last 1 week, the stock has given about a 10% rally already. How would you look at Geo Finance at this point in time?
So Geofinance, many people have a left out feeling, as you mentioned. You can see that stock price from the demerged price rally to the 390 rupees, from 390 rupees again back to the same demerged price of 200 rupees, and from then again it is started rallying and now it is 320. We suggested our client to hold this particular, to enter, re-enter or hold this particular stock from 260 to 50 level, which was a breakout of rounding bottom pattern, or you can consider a inverted head and shoulder pattern breakout. From that particular level, our target was somewhere around 350 level. Now it is 325. A fresh breakout we can see from yesterday. It is a falling trend line breakout. So overall, it is a very good chart pattern. Definitely one can hold this particular stock. Yeah, but considering the recent rally, momentum indicator into the bullish overbought zone, so there are chances we can see some price corrections, or we can see some price retracement towards 300 level. So keep us 300 as a strict stop loss. If prices is not broken down below 300, then you can hold this particular stock, and you can expect price target of somewhere around 370, 380 in upcoming time. So Geofinance is a very good bet. Definitely one can hold.
Fair point. I hope this has answered your question. Next, we have this question from Sri Hari Krishna from Hyderabad. He says, "Hi Sakshi, I'm holding Apollo tires at 494 and I want to know what's the outlook on this one. What would you advise on Apollo tires? Tire space also has been out of any fizz that we can talk about. How will you look at it now?"
See, overall, if you look at the auto ancillaries, tire is one of the late laggard in overall auto ancillaries. We are expecting that auto to do better in this second half of this year. So definitely one can also look for the auto ancillaries. And out of auto ancillaries, if you discuss about the tire stock, see, it is a little bit stronger than the Apollo tire. Now coming to the Apollo tire first, it has given a breakout from double bottom pattern. It went up somewhere around 500 level, and again the price that is showing us some corrections. Now at current market price, 50 days moving average support is there. Double bottom, which breakout level was somewhere around 440, 450. That was also very good support. So at current market price, anyone want to go long, they can go long. Risk reward ratio is very much favorable. Keep a strict stop loss below 435 or 434. And if it is price is not breaking down below that level, then you can expect price target of 520, 530 in upcoming time. So definitely one can go long. As we mentioned, that C8 is better than the Apollo tire at current market price. If you look at the C8, a flag pattern breakout we can visible. Stock price has a very good support of 3500. So risk reward ratio is also favorable here. You can go long on C8 at current market price, and you can expect price target of 4000.
Okay, we'll take the last question on the show with you, Kiran, and this one is from Kamlesh Narkere. He wants to know about Salzer Electronics, long-term view, and he wants to know a buying level also for Salzer.
So look at the Seltzer, the overall chart pattern is very good. Definitely, if anyone wants to hold this particular price, they can hold this particular stock at current market price. The stock price is a very steep support of somewhere around 880 to 850. New recommendation, I mean, new buying at current market price is not suggestible. You can hold your particular stock at current market price with the strict stop loss of 880, and you can expect price target of somewhere around 1050, 1100 in upcoming time. So definitely one can hold, but fresh buying is not suggestible.
Okay, got that. Fresh buying is not advised at this point in time. Keep that in mind as well. All right, Kiran, we'll thank you then on that note for being with us on the program and helping all our viewers identify the right strategies and find out exactly whether they are in the right stocks or should they exit at this point in time. Appreciate your time with us. Thank you so much for being with us on Daily Calls. We'll see you soon on another edition. And now, viewers, we'll quickly look at wrapping up the markets for the daily calls edition. We have the Nifty at 25,641, a strong 0.3% of a move. You can see the day's high there. Even the Nifty Bank has pulled up now from the day's lows, 0.3% higher for this one. So both are moving in tandem at this point in time. Nifty 100, 200, Nifty 500 stocks are even stronger. Nifty 500 index is up by about 0.5%. Broader markets are doing very well. Mid caps and small caps are the ones that are definitely leading the rally, 0.9% up for this one. Sectorally, the action is pretty strong. I think now all the sectors have pulled up into the green. We had some over 1% kind of losses even for the real estate index, and that also seems to be reducing its kind of losses. No, it's still down by about 1.2%, but rest of the pockets are all up. Oil and gas 1.5% higher, over 1% gains for the PSU banks. These are the strongest moving sectors at this point in time. All right, viewers, we'll wrap it up on that note on daily calls, but do stay tuned as market coverage continues. On the other side, top market guests also advise you on the strategies you need to follow. I'll be back for the closing edition, so don't miss that one.
Hello and welcome to Business Today. I am Palak Agarwal and we are here at US India Business Council's special summit in Bangalore and joined by Ambassador Atul Keshup, President USIBC, US Chamber of Commerce.
Hi,
Hello. So as we are celebrating 50 years of